2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
There it is, the Staples Center in Los Angeles, where we're getting set to bring you all of today's action. Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, DA. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Jamal Murray is out there at Porter. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Bull. And it's Gordon in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Clippers, Ivica Zubac is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's George in at the 2. Now here's Porter. Back to Murray. Clock at 6. To the wing on the left. Here's Jokic. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
First points of the night, and you know this is going to be a battle of matchups.
What's going to be fascinating to watch is which matchups are they willing to go exploit.
Now here's Zubac. Leonard attacking. Comes up empty down low.
When the story of Kawhi Leonard is told, it will be about the hard work being the secret of his success. Here was a guy who was not the most vaunted prospect in either high school or college. But boy, he kept his eyes on what he was after, and he kept working.
Here's Murray up on top. Defended by Beverley. Kicks it out to Gordon. Shot clock at 5. Here's Jokic. The shot, no good. And the Clippers will come the other way. And Doris, you were talking about Leonard's work ethic. Going back to San Diego State, he used to come in at 6:30 in the morning. No lights on in the gym, so he brought his own lamps. I mean, the guy was dedicated.
No doubt, Kevin, and that has been the through line of his career. First to practice, last to leave. He has that hunger to improve, the drive and the desire to put in the time to be great. There's a price to be paid, and he's willing to pay it.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now here's Leonard. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Over to the wing. Bull with it. Morris is there. And here's Porter. There's the pass to Gordon. A beautiful reverse layup.
Well, I love the concentration. Simply stated, when Aaron Gordon is this locked in, he is very difficult to deal with.
Passes to Zubac. Here's George. Zubac trying to break loose. And it's George finishing it off.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Now here's Murray. And it's Jokic missing. Here's George. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. You think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question, and believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that.
No, we don't do that. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Jokic, no good.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Wide open. Rebound by DeMarcus Cousins.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Jackson misses. Denver in the lead. Jokic passes to Gordon. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
Boy, don't you love to see Aaron Gordon make these kinds of decisions. This guy is fully capable of recognizing open teammates.
Now, here's Kennard. There's 42 seconds left to play in the first. The Nuggets leading by 4. Jokic passes to Murray. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
And even at 6'5", Murray just elevates high inside for these buckets. A high percentage shooter down low.
Now here's Jackson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Barton surveying the floor, and Barton throws it down.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
And so it's Denver holding on to an 8-point lead. We recently checked in with Jamal Murray, who discussed the team.
The mentality of how we play, how we move the ball.
Greg sounds like something a coach would say.
It's probably something his coach has said time and time again, but Murray's really matured into a reliable, sometimes spectacular performer for this team.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
They just came into this game with the mindset of sharing the basketball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. Paul Millsap out there with JaVale McGee. Then it's Will Barton. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Dozier in at the 3 spot. Clippers on defense. Trailing here by 8. Morris dishes to Millsap. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Millsap. So it's the Clippers now. Here's Jackson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And with the defender draped all over him, Jackson has that strength to fight through the contact.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Denver. It's a 5-point game. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Millsap down low, covered by Morris. And so here are the Clippers. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. They get it back, and Morris throws it down.
Yeah, see, Marcus Morris has the physicality and the frame to be able to be a force on the offensive glass. That's nicely done.
Morris passes to McGee. Wants to get it to Morris and does. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Barton against George. Jackson passes to Zubac. Here's Leonard. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. Paul Millsap picks one up.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has zero fear. In fact, contact, it doesn't deter him at all.
Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Morris kicks to Barton. Back to Morris. To the right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Floats it up for Millsap. It's hauled in by Zubac.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Well, this is why it helps to have a big man capable of sprinting the floor. Marcus Morris solid at getting to the right spots.
Pass to McGee. Morris against Beverly. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
The Clippers trail. 1:35 left to play here in the half. From the arc. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Barton outside to the paint. Dozier kicks to Millsap. McGee inside. Working on Zubac. And it's good. 2 points.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And 1:01 left in the first half of basketball. George passes to Beverly. 6 to shoot. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. The Nuggets leading by 4. 44 seconds left in the second quarter. Murray kicks to Bol. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. Clippers have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Left side Jackson. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Jackson's got 5.
Not an easy basket for Jackson. He doesn't shoot a really high percentage, but he does make a lot of tough hoops.
Porter dishes the Bol. Back to Porter. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. And now the Clippers on the break. Here's Mann. Trips down the breakaway slam.
It almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
Deep 2 from Murray. Jokic. And he hits the buzzer beater.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the Denver came ready to play. They were able to stretch out their lead to 8 points on the heels of a few stops and some. And that should do it with the.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. One of the stories here, Jokic getting it done today.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
They've got Kennard, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Ibaka. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Mann in at the small forward. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. 18 feet out. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat. And for Jokic, a slow start to last season, came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape. And boy, did he come on strong down the stretch.
Porter outside, drops in the tray. And now a 7-point Denver lead.
A high-level athlete with great run and jump ability. Porter finishes well in transition.
George passes to Beverly. Back to George. Morris trying to free himself up. Nice D from Porter. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is never going to be the most explosive athlete, but some have questioned his conditioning, even his motor. What do you see?
I mean, the crazy thing is, even with those questions, he regularly puts up box scores we haven't seen in half a century. But to win it all, you've got to leave no stone unturned. And I think for a young player, he's got to make more of a commitment to his body, and I think we will see that in time.
Beverly looking around. And there's the pass to Zubac. Shot clock at 6. And he lobs it up toward the rim. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Murray against Beverly.
You know, missed that one, but still a really good start coming off the break. 3 for 4 now.
Feeds it to Morris. Kicks it out to Leonard. Oh, Morris in position and stolen by Gordon.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. George against Porter. And George, here we go. Pass to Morris. He kicks to Leonard. And then jammed down as he goes right over Jokic.
Kawhi Leonard might be quiet off the court, but on the court he makes a lot of noise.
Down low. Pass to Jokic. Now here's Murray. Now here's Jokic. 12 points for him. Murray, no good. We've got 1:28 left to play in the third. Now Zubac to the inside and stolen by Bol. The drive by Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
And at 7-2, Bol has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
And 1:01 left in the third quarter. And George kicks to Leonard. Out of hand on it.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots. You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Beverly against Murray. Beverly, the pass to Zubac. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. The Clippers shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
An extraordinary improvement over the course of his career by Kawhi Leonard. He has now turned himself into one of the game's best, if not the best, two-way player.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Here's Dozier. Another 3 for Denver.
And Millsap is a team player, someone who is very willing to make the right pass to an open teammate.
And George, here we go. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Morris finds Leonard. Beverly with the ball. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Denver Nuggets with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. The Nuggets leading by 10. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. So on the floor for Denver, we've got Monte Morris, Paul Millsap out there with JaVale McGee. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Dozier in at the small forward. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say, as a kid, you dream about a lot of things, winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
Barton against Kennard. Barton dishes to McGee. Can't connect from 13 feet out. Clippers trail by 12. Here's Mann. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
And so here's Denver. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Morris against Jackson. For 3, Millsap. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
In the corner, Kennard with it. Jackson passes to Cousins. No good that time. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. And the wide open shot from Morris. And again, Denver no good. Millsap with the steal. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Millsap's running. It's Barton on the wing. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Over Kennard. Barton no luck.
Boy, a little indecisive. I think he wanted to kick it out, changed his mind, and ended up missing.
And Ibaka kicks to Jackson. The Nuggets leading by 9. Denver passing it around. And that's an intentional foul. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And here are the Nuggets now. They've played a great fourth quarter defensive, allowing only 3 points. Porter passes to Murray. Lock at 6. Now, here's Bull. He's tightly guarded. Stolen by Beverly. Jumps up, and it's George finishing it off.
The act of hands in anticipation. Patrick Beverly doing Patrick Beverly-like things.
Left side, Porter. A 3-ball. Morris with the rebound.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And George with the stuff.
Wow. How about Paul George commanding the basketball when his team needs a basket? Go to work, sir.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Dishes to Gordon. Kicks it to Murray. Trying to end the drought, and it's Murray with the jam.
And love seeing Murray take it strong to the rack. A phenomenal finisher inside.
And here's Beverly. Pass to Leonard. Launches a 3. The shot, no good. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Murray kicks to Jokic. Gordon with it. George picks him up. Here's Jokic. And the rejection by Zubac.
This has reached desperation time for him.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here. Absolutely no fear. Kawhi Leonard welcomes these moments. He relishes these moments.
On the wing, Porter. And the pass to Bull. Leonard with the steal. Jokic with the steal. On the wing, Porter. Defended by Beverly. George against Murray. 6 on the shot clock. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. "17 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Murray surveying the D. Inside. Bull the pass to Murray. So the Nuggets win it. They came in here and took care of business. Like, all right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's good. Into the locker room, and the Clippers starting five. Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Zubats in at the 5 spot. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Giles is out there with Nurkic, and it's Anthony in at the 3. Pass to Nurkic. Trailblazers moving the ball around. And Lillard kicks to Giles. The pass to Nurkic. 5 on the clock. Portland needs to get off a shot. It's a hand on it. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
Well, when you see the hard-working mentality of Nurkic, I mean, love how assertive he is on the offensive boards.
And it's the Clippers' ball. And here's Beverley. Outside, George. That one misses. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way.
Well, Melo made his way back into the league last season. He was immediately a heavy minutes player for the Blazers. Looked good as a third scoring option for the team.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Here's George. The Blazers getting the bucket. To the middle, unloads. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by George.
And with Melo not having to bear so much of the scoring load, I think was good for him.
Yeah, especially since he took about a year off from playing. Melo had to take a long look in the mirror about how he can help teams win during his absence. But he clearly has something left to offer.
And here's Leonard from three. And Damian Lillard pulls it down. Trailblazers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Cullen passes to Nurkic. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Nurkic has got his second basket.
I mean, look, he's evolved as a passer over the course of his career. Getting to the right spot, Cullen will find you.
George dishes to Beverly. Passes it to George. Takes the three. The rebound by Giles.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Beverly looking around. Off target from outside.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
McCollum kicks to Anthony. Lillard outside. Back to Anthony. Uncovered. Second shot opportunity. Shoots just inside the arc. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
The three from George. And it's Portland with the rebound.
Well, you don't see that very often. A wide open three is usually like a layup for him.
It's good from long range. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable.
Here's George after the basket by Jusuf Nurkic. And George, here we go. Tries again. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 5 rebounds tonight. To the inside. Lillard. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
George passes to Zubac. He kicks to Beverly. Stolen by McCollum. Leonard with the steal. Inside. Here's Morris. Nails the baby hook.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
Lillard with it. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Trailblazers lead. Well, earlier, Damian Lillard spoke to us about how he deals.
I look to the times where
Greg, he's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
You know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, the Trailblazers enjoying a nice lead here.
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
Robert Covington out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's Norman Powell. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Simons in at the point. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. 6 to shoot. Powell kicks to Hollis Jefferson. Another shot. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Clippers trail by 8. Cousins with it. Now Covington defended. Here's Ibaka to the paint. Here's Cousins. Right side Jackson. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Portland leading by 8. Here's Simons. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Cantor, the pass to Pop. The offensive rebound. Feeds it to Covington. Pass to Simons. Kicks it to Powell. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Here's Jackson. And they call the foul, so a chip. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Lock at 6. Here's Covington, and he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Covington's got his first points of the night.
What confidence from the rangy swing man. I mean, he knows what it takes to convert from there.
Down low, here's Ibaka, and he banks in the layup. Ibaka's got his first points in this one.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Powell, the pass to Simons. Hollis Jefferson with it. Guarded now by Jackson. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's foul number 2 for him. So Portland ends up going with the new group. McCollum outside. He dishes it to Nurkic. Pass to Lillard. A 3. They get a hand on it. Clippers trail by 6. Now the pass to Cousins. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Mann. Back to Cousins. Passes it to Kennard. Cousins. Great positioning on the putback. And now it's just a 4-point Portland lead.
Such a massive guy. Cousins is a wrecking ball on the glass.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. From deep 3-point range, down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Lillard against Jackson. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Nurkic, that falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. And now it's a 9-point Portland lead. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. 44 seconds left here in the second. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And guys, George puts pressure on an opponent at both ends of the court. Lockdown D at one, aggressive to get his own at the other.
And George drops them both.
just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
34 seconds left to play in the first half. McCollum kicks to Giles. Lillard the pass to Giles. Deep two from Beverly. They get it again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You really admire how fierce Morris is on the glass. He never gives up on keeping the next possession alive.
Lillard outside. And Nurkic has it in the corner. A baseline J. Oh, and he nails it just. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome. After 2 quarters, it's Portland out in front. They have a nice 7-point lead. Shaq. That's all for now. Say goodbye.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George. And it's Beverly in at the point guard. McCollum against George. Here's Lillard. And the rejection by Zubac. Pass to George. To the middle. Here's Morris. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got 3 assists tonight. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they are forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Still young with loads of upside. Nurkic is comfortable playing the enforcer. I mean, you can tell he wants to keep improving.
Shot from the low block. Anthony, the pass to Lillard. And another 3 for Portland.
The outside shot of Lillard is pure. I mean, he always seems to have the look that's going in.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
Lillard against Beverly. McCollum kicks to Anthony. McCollum against George. And it's Giles missing. Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive. This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Yeah, it's taking on a different feel since the break. You can see how many more hustle plays are being made.
That's a 2 from Lillard. And a wide open look for McCollum. And another 3 for Portland.
Well, the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Clippers trail by 8. Now, here's George. And yes, it's good. George has got 4 points in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Hollis Jefferson in the post, guarded by Jackson. Simons, the pass to Cantor. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. Kennard finds Jackson. Clippers moving the ball around. Kennard, the pass to Ibaka. He can't get that one to fall. And it's Portland the other way.
And they continue to control the glass.
Pass to Hollis Jefferson. A three-pointer, no good.
Defensive breakdown. And they can't capitalize. He'll hit that shot almost every time.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Mann. The feed to Covington. Powell trying to free himself up. Covington with the bucket. Covington's got his second basket of the night.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Portland leading by 6. There's Hollis Jefferson, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins.
Using great defensive instincts. Cousins will swat anyone's shot away. He's relentless.
Foul for 3. There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Mann. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 4th rebound in this one. Hollis Jefferson kicks to Cantor. There's the pass to Simons. Back to Cantor. Passes it to Hollis Jefferson. Over Kennard. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Portland with their lead standing at 6.0. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. 6-point game. They've got Powell, Robert Covington out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Rondé Hollis Jefferson. And it's Simons in at the 1 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. The Clippers shooting at 50% in a decent group. Poke loose and out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. Trailblazers leading by 6. Pass to Powell. Here's Simons.
You expect him to make those. They've got to do more to get a hand in his face next time.
Leonard looking around. It's tipped, and it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Leonard. One minute now into this fourth quarter. George against McCollum. It's McCollum on the wing. Pass to Carmelo. Over Beverly, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Clippers trail by 6. Now George. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Just 5 on the clock. Leonard with the ball. Now Anthony defending, and it's Leonard missing. Stolen by George to the left wing. Here's Zubac. Morris trying to free himself up. Excellent D there from Anthony.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
The pass to George. Shoots the three. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Lillard against Beverly. And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. A different look now for Portland. Cantor checked in for Harry Giles. And it's Powell in for C.J. McCollum. One-on-one here. A three from Leonard. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
He makes so many hustle plays, and here he's working the offensive glass for the tip-in.
Here is Lillard. Out left to the wing. And Cantor wide open. He shoots. And the three off target. And George, here we go. Morris kicks to Zubac. Beverly wide open. Offensive rebound. That shot missing. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Lillard is capable of getting up to slam it home. You better keep him out of the paint.
George passes to Morris. Now Zubac. Nurkic with the steal. And here we go with Anthony running it up the court. Powell dishes to Cantor. Three-pointer, Lillard. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers trail by 9. Here's Beverly. Some solid defense from Lillard.
He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
Launches it. And it's Beverly missing. Portland's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. And there's Lillard. That's good on the assist from Enes Kanter.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for Portland.
And it may be a comfortable win for them, but they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jusuf Nurkic.
He hung a big number on the scoreboard, and it wasn't just because he was hot. He did it with movement and tenacity.
Nurkic, the pass to Carmelo. Here's Cantor, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Here now, the Clippers. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Leonard attacking, laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Powell dishes to Lillard. Back to Powell. Shot clock at 6. Over George. That one wide left. So the Trailblazers win it. It was all right, David. Thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. For our And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the... Let's take a look at our starters from Portland. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Norman Powell. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Giles in at the 5. And for the Nuggets, Cole is out there with Jokic. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then there's Gordon. And it's Porter in at the shooting guard. Now here's Murray. To the inside. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
The towering presence that is Ball. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
Here's Covington. Back to Lillard. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. Here's Powell. Bol making his last shot. Powell, the pass to Lillard. Kicks to Nurkic, and stolen by Bol. Inside. And there's Murray on the assist by Gordon.
Boy, I like how Gordon dishes the ball. When his teammates are open, he finds them on time and on target.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Lillard, the pass to Giles. It's good.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
The Nuggets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Murray against Lillard. Now here's Bol. Not a lot of room. 5 on the clock. Stolen. Jokic against Lillard. Lays it up and banks it in.
No excuse giving Lillard that kind of positioning. That's just too easy.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Nuggets. The pass to Jokic. Now the dish to Gordon. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Jokic passes to Porter. Shoots over Powell. And it's Denver scoring again.
And, you know, this is something Jokic does extremely well. He excels at finding the open man with quality passes.
And, guys, if there's an X factor for this Nuggets team moving forward, it might be the young man, Michael Porter Jr. Talk about his potential. It could be as high as anybody on that roster.
Yeah, I concur with you there, Greg. I mean, you look at this kid. He's got a great shooting touch and really good scoring instincts that you don't see very often. Extremely gifted. They've brought him along slowly, which is the wise thing to do. And if he can come on and realize his potential, he could take them to another level for sure.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Simons, the pass to Cannon. It's McCollum on the wing. Pass to Simons. 3 on the clock. Over Morris. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. The Nuggets leading by 6. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
To the paint. Stolen away. Hollis Jefferson in the post. McCollum outside. There's the feed to Anthony. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You know, Carmelo Anthony is a special player, guys. A bulky, small forward with a quick trigger release, an elite scorer. He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Martin passes to Morris. He dishes it to Millsap. To the middle. And Millsap slams it in.
You know, when he's got the position he wants inside, he's committed to throwing it down. And Millsap, he's got a nice vertical on him, too.
Here's Simons. He's still scoreless so far in this one. 29 seconds left here in the opening quarter.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity gone awry.
McCollum. There's JaVale McGee with the rebound.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
Passes it to Dozier. Morris outside. And so it's the Denver Nuggets with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball. And we caught him before the game with Nikola Jokic.
Selfless. I mean, you need to your...
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at the Nuggets, we've got Paul Millsap. Will Barton is out there with Monte Morris. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Dozier in at the 3 spot. Clock at 2, and Lillard kicks to Powell. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Murray with it. It's Jokic top of the key. Over Giles. That one off the back iron and out. Trailblazers trail by 6. Covington in the corner. And Portland turns it over again.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Here's the Nuggets with the ball. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Murray finds Jokic. Back to Murray. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Here's Nurkic. Back to Lillard. It's blocked.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Lillard surveying the D. And Lillard throws it down.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Jokic, no good. Trailblazers trail by 6. Lillard with it, out guarded by Murray. And there it is for him. Lillard's got 6. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids, you're right. And the shot is good. The Denver lead has been cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Damian Lillard. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. Murray dishes to Porter. Back to Murray. At the elbow, Jokic. 6 on the shot clock, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Jokic fully capable of knocking down the mid-range jumper. Tremendous confidence from here. You got to D him up better than that.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard, shoots it up. And again, it's Portland converting.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
The Nuggets leading by 4. Murray outside. Pass to Bull. Trying to find Jokic. Gets it to him. And Jokic slings it in.
And at 7'2", Bull has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open. And drafted with the 41st pick back in 2014. How about this? Jokic, the definition of a sleeper pick. He was actually asleep when the Nuggets drafted him.
The story goes on that his brother called him up trying to congratulate him, and Nico hung up in his face. How about that? Didn't hear the news until the next morning. He certainly has a different way of going about things, but there's no denying he's got a lot of game, and it's fun to watch. And this kind of athleticism at the center position, pretty remarkable. I mean, McGee letting it all hang out there.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. Anthony down low. Millsap covering. Cantor's shot is off. The Nuggets leading by 8. Here's Dozier. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Hollis Jefferson finds McCollum. Here's Simons, covered by Morris. And it's denied. And he recovers it. Here's Simons. And a wide open look for McCollum. Here's Cantor.
Yeah, if you had to pick the top priority for McGee, I think that's it. Contest shots, block shots, get in the air, use that length to deny shots at the rim.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basket. After 2 quarters, it's Denver out in front. They have a solid 8-point lead. And that'll...
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
On the court for the Trailblazers, Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then it's Rondé Hollis Jefferson. Then there's McCollum, and it's Simons in at the point.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
Barton outside. Millsap inside. Anthony on him. Millsap misses. Trailblazers trail by 5. And McCollum the bucket on the assist by Anthony. McCollum's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Carmelo Anthony showing you his passing skill there.
The pass to Millsap. Morris outside. Pass to McGee. Back to Morris. Looking for McGee. He gets it there. Banked in off the glass. McGee's got 6 points.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Simons surveying the D. Here's McCollum. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Carmelo Anthony imposing his will inside. Doesn't take any time. Rising up for the dunk.
Barton outside. Pass to Millsap. Morris outside. He feeds it to McGee. Back to Morris. Shoots from the right block. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Trailblazers trail by 3. Cullen passes to Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
Morris outside. McGee finds Morris. Back to McGee. And the officials call a traveling violation.
Boy, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor for the Trailblazers. Three-pointer, Lillard. And Ball pulls it down.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
And that one, good. He's got 8.
And the quick feet of Murray really doing an extraordinary job getting out in transition.
Lillard dishes to Powell. Back to Lillard for the tie. That one's not going to go. And the Nuggets going the other way. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And even at 6'5", that's not a giant by any means. Murray elevates high inside for these buckets. He's a high percentage shooter down low for sure.
Powell kicks to Lillard. Feeds it to Nurkic. His first shot coming late. They grab their own miss. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Floats it up for Jokic. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Boy, Jokic always in sync with his teammates, which is part of why he's able to put together these highlight reel sequences.
Lillard outside. Pass to Powell. Back to Lillard for Murray. Here's Giles. Dishes it to Nurkic. Powell, no one around him. The Trailblazers get it back in a new 14. Takes a 3. Portland no good that time either. Denver leading by 7. Kicks it out to Gordon. Lots of room. The rebound by Giles. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Nurkic. It's good on the putback.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points, staying active even after the shot goes up.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
Rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Lillard against Murray. Lillard with no one around. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. The Nuggets have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. Inside. And Jokic slams it in.
So good to see Murray, not just as a scorer, but thriving as a passer, too.
Doesn't go for him. And so it's Denver heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. We've got Will Barton. JaVale McGee is out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Dozier in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Giles, the pass to Nurkic. Pulls it up. That shot off the mark. And the Nuggets going the other way. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Morris against Lillard. Dozier passes to Millsap. The dish now to Barton. Morris outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the inside. Here's Millsap. Count the basket. Millsap's got the lead up to 9 now for the Nuggets.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
And Lillard kicks to Giles. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and it's McGee with the jam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
And the pass to Giles. For 3, Covington drills the three-pointer. Covington's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, I tell you what, that's Covington's game now. He's really thinking shot before he catches it.
Pass to McGee. He kicks it to Barton. Back to McGee. Shoots over Lillard. McGee's shot is off. Trailblazers trail by 6. Covington into the lane. Passes to Powell. He dishes it to Lillard. Back to Powell. Outside Covington. Now Powell puts up a 3. He can't get it to go.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that one.
McGee dishes to Morris. Kicks it to Millsap. Back to Morris. Pass to Millsap. Baseline J on the way. And too long on the shot. Trailblazers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Hollis Jefferson with it. He's against Gordon. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Murray surveying the D. Now the pass to Jokic. Murray right side. Denver passing it around. Shot clock at 6. Down low. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Porter with the steal.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Nuggets.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the other team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always frustrating when you can't throw a rock on the ground and the other guys just can't seem to miss.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jamal Murray.
Boy, this game really had his name all over it. I mean, he relished being the guy to carry the load offensively.
And here's Gordon from outside. Portland grabs the miss.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yep, I agree with you. Chalk it up, W in the bag.
And when it matters most, the coach has the confidence that McCollum will deliver.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Now here's Murray. Outside Gordon. Shot clock at 5. Passes it to Bull. Picked off in midair. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. And here is Murray. So it's the Nuggets taking the W in a close one. Thank you, David. Great. And the Clippers looking good as they came into the arena. And the Clippers starting five. Patrick Beverly out there with Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. And for the Nuggets, we've got Murray. Cole is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Jokic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Murray. And there's the pass to Jokic. Here's Los Angeles now. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big men. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
Porter with it. Guarded now by Morris. Gordon dishes to Porter. To the paint. Here's Jokic. Kicks it out to Gordon. Here's Bull. And at last, they get one to fall.
The towering presence that is Bull. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
Now, here's Zubac. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one is on Bull.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The Nuggets have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Murray against Beverly. It's Jokic top of the key. Passes it to Porter. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
Just using his size well close to the rim. Porter is outstanding at cashing in from those spots.
Beverly, the pass to Leonard. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And the dunk by Zubac.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now here's Murray. Lets it go from 11, and it's Jokic missing. And Morris has got the ball here for Los Angeles. Here's Leonard. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Porter looking it over. Pass to Murray. Shoots from the elbow. Ball kicks to Murray. Pass to Ball. And the dunk by Ball.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Now Beverly. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, outside, George. Clock at 6. And then jammed down as he goes right over Jokic.
Now, Paul George is an exceptional athlete and demonstrating his insane dunking skills there. Get this guy in the dunk competition.
Now, here's Porter. There's the pass to Bull. Murray outside. Pass to Jokic. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. And Morris throws it down.
Well, this is why it helps to have a big man capable of sprinting the floor. Marcus Morris solid at getting to the right spots.
And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Now here's Murray. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And stolen by Cousins. Here's Mann. Lets the three fly. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Fires high post. And it's Jokic missing.
You can see the frustration in the quarter on his face, especially with his team trailing.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Now, here's Bull. Following the miss by DeMarcus Cousins. Here's Murray. It's stolen by Ibaka. Kennard finds Jackson. Back to Kennard. .24 seconds left here in the first quarter. Shot, high post, offensive rebound. No good from Cousins. Jackson against Porter. He dishes it to Murray. Jokic inside. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Clippers lead by 2. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. Kennard is out there with Jackson. Then it's Ibaka. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Mann in at the small forward position. Cousins. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Greg, is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Jackson passes to Kennard. On the wing, Jackson, covered by Morris. Jackson kicks to Ibaka. And he uses the glass on the layup. Ibaka's got the lead up to 2 now for the Clippers.
Well, you love Serge Ibaka's shot selection, especially inside where he's so efficient.
Pass to McGee. Back to Barton. The Nuggets moving the ball around. McGee in the high post. The feed now to Morris. Over Jackson. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by McGee.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Jackson with it. No points in the game yet for him. Ibaka outside. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter. But you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Jackson looking around. Pass to Kennard. Cousins inside. McGee's there. McGee with the block. And the foul called on DeMarcus Cousins. That is his first foul of the game. And it's Millsap with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. The pass to Barton. Outside Millsap. From deep. Dozier passes to Millsap to the middle. Here's McGee, and it's McGee with the jam.
And Millsap is a team player, someone who is very willing to make the right pass to an open teammate.
The drive by Jackson. Misses the layup.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Jackson, that's good.
And with a quick first step, Jackson remains a threat to drive on any defender.
Barton passes to McGee. Back to Barton. Feeds to McGee. It's Barton on the wing. Passes it to Dozier. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Ibaka. Clippers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Mann passes to Cousins. Here's Mann. There's the triple. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee. Jackson against Morris. Jackson down low. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. The Nuggets have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Floats it up for Millsap. Well placed alley-oop pass into the layup. And the Nuggets lead by 4.
And one thing about Millsap, he knows his role in this offense. Good shot selection from him on that one.
Jackson gets the bucket.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Barton kicks to Millsap. Back to Barton. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assist. Barton's got the lead up to 4 now for Denver. And here's Jackson. This one for 3. It doesn't go for him. So that'll be it for the first half. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Jeff. A pretty close game from the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. Some good moments from both teams, but as the first period wrapped up, they...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. So it's the Clippers now. We've got Gordon. Hole is out there with Jokic. Then there's Murray. And it's Porter in at the 2 guard. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half. Here's Leonard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. They're going know you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Any sharp guys in the NBA. Out to Morris. Now here's Beverly. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And it's sent back by Jokic.
And check out Jokic using not just his length, but also the timing. The offensive player better think twice next time.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Kevin, good evening. The Clippers were picked by many to win the title last year. Now, they didn't get it done, but Kawhi Leonard is not concerned. He said, we've just got to keep getting better, keep fighting. It's about the right team peaking at the right time. Guys are hoping this season their talent and their fight will win out. Back to you.
We will see. Good stuff, D.A. Thanks. Leonard the pass to Morris. And George kicks to Leonard. Just 5 to shoot. The second chance effort will not go. This is off the front iron.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Porter, no luck. Clippers trail by 6. Leonard attacking, makes it off the glass.
Well, this guy is such a physical presence. Kawhi, phenomenal at finishing on the post, possesses great touch and great length.
Now Murray. Pass to Bull. Jokic with it. To the left side wing. Deep 2 from Murray. It's hauled in by George.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
And with what we saw in the bubble, Murray has clearly elevated his game. Showed that he could be a #1 option on offense. I mean, his output was an incredible part of that run for the Nuggets.
And it's Murray with the jam.
And the amazing athleticism of Murray just taking off towards the rim for the jam.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Porter against George. Pass to Leonard. Count that one. Leonard's got 6 points in the quarter. You know, Greg, the further we went into the playoffs, the more Jamal Murray looked like a star.
I mean, Kevin, big shots in clutch situations. Logged heavy minutes, but, you know, never wavered. A truly heroic performance from Murray all postseason.
The pass to Jokic. And that one hits back iron.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
That ties it up.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
To the inside. Jokic passes to Murray. Some solid defense there from Jackson. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. It's tipped. Jokic against Cousins. Here's Porter. Back to Jokic. Good on the bucket. And the Nuggets lead by 2.
And you better hammer Jokic to get him off on his shot. The Serbian is a solid 7-footer and laser focused.
Jackson against Murray. Jackson dishes to Cousins. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Jokic.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Well, you think back to DeMarcus Cousins' career. Because of his skill set on the low block, he has spent a lot of time at the foul line.
And Murray's got the ball here for Denver. Passes to Bull. 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Jokic passes to Bull. Denver passing it around. And the dunk by Bull.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Here's Jackson. Inside and stolen by Murray. Oh, and here we go with Gordon. Nobody back.
Boy, don't you love to see Aaron Gordon make these kinds of decisions. This guy is fully capable of recognizing open teammates.
Unable to get that one. The third quarter comes to a close. Nuggets lead by 4. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. Setting the floor for the Clippers. They've got Kennard, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Ibaka. And there's Jackson, and it's man in at the 3. Jackson in the corner. To the paint, here's Cousins. He can't hit that time. The Nuggets leading by 4. To the inside. Here's Dozier, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. The Clippers' shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Jackson against Barton. The drive by Jackson. Ibaka right side. To the middle. From down low. Count it. And the Nugget lead has been cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Cousins.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Morris dishes to Millsap. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Nuggets lead by 4.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Knocked away. It's stolen by Morris. Here's Barton. And Barton throws it down.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Here's Beverly. Here's JaVale McGee with the rebound. McGee's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Dozier, and he makes that one. Dozier's got the lead up to 8 now for the Nuggets.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Pass to George. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
So make no mistake, Paul George is a physical guy. He will not shy away from contact on these moves.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. He's perfect from the line this time.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Stolen by Zubac. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. And pushing it up, here's Denver. And the dunk by Bull.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me,
My
with confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself. And Beverly kicks to Leonard. And the call up against Jokic. That's his 3rd foul of the game. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for the Clippers. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. 5 to shoot. Here's Leonard. Here's Beverly. And again, no good by the Clippers.
It just seemed like they were out of sync and waited way too long.
Gordon with it. With his first shot attempt. No good on that one. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Cousins, the pass to Leonard. Three-pointer. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Denver leading by 8. There's Porter with the 3. It's hauled in by George. Clippers have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
You can see the kind of savvy Kawhi Leonard plays with. This guy makes the defense commit and gets himself to the foul line.
Leonard hits them both.
Nice work there. This is a point in the game where if you get a chance to close the gap, you've got to make the most of it.
Down low. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. Pass to McGee. He kicks it to Gordon. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
Disappointing day for them. Let's see if they go down with a fight.
Well, they definitely have some things to work out, and you'd love to see them finish this game the right way.
The pass to Jokic. So the Nuggets win it even early on in this. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Jones, and it's Nurkic in at the 5. And for Los Angeles, they've got Paul George. Batuma's out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Beverly in at the point. Now, here's Lillard. Covington passes to McCollum. And the layup's good off the glass. McCollum's got the opening field goal of the game for Portland. We have an awesome backcourt battle tonight, Steve. Let me ask, are we in a guard-centric league right now?
We are, Kevin. I mean, we've always had great guards, and they lead you through championships with their leadership and their play, along with the big guy. But what's happening right now, Kevin, the big man is...
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
And George, here we go. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. It's McCollum on the wing. 6 to shoot. Here's Lillard. Again, the Trailblazers score.
And he can score from all over the court. But Lillard at his best from mid-range. He deserves extra special attention from the defense in that in-between area. But sometimes, even then, that's not enough.
Here's Beverly. Doesn't go that time. Great D that time from Nurkic.
And Smitty, you know what Pat Beverly is going to bring every night. A fearless, ferocious, at times almost sociopathic level of intensity. And this guy just does not take a possession off.
You know, he's one of those guys I would have to question even playing with him. He plays so hard. I know I hate playing against him.
Leonard inside, defended by Jones. And Covington sends it back. And it's McCollum at the elbow. And that comes off the assist by Jones. McCollum's got his second basket of the game.
And whatever coach told them coming out of the locker room, they're listening. 5 out of 5 already.
Over in the corner, Beverly. Back to George. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Zubac. Another shot. That one, no good. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Inside. And then Jones with the jam.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Now, here's Kennard. Tight defense on him. Shots good by Ibaka.
Powerful move. Ibaka with the natural explosiveness to finish through contact.
1:43 left in the first. Anthony kicks to Hollis Jefferson. Kennard against Powell. The wide open look here for Anthony. Here's Giles. There's Hollis Jefferson. Misses the three. And here's Cousins. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Trailing here by 8. And here again, the Trailblazers in transition. Up the court they go. Powell, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. To the middle. And here's Kanter. And there's the pass to Anthony. 14 feet away. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
And when it rains, it pours. Another jump shot tickles the twine.
Jackson passes to Cousins. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
Good vision, good decision by Reggie. Pushing for a better shot, finds an open man.
Hollis Jefferson with it. Guarded now by DeMarcus Cousins. Hollis Jefferson kicks to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
This is my type of approach. Get some high percentage looks. Then later, you can play inside out.
Here's Cousins. Excellent D from Kanter.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Pass to Powell. Over Jackson. The shot by Powell, no good.
Yeah, but the hand in the face. It's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
And so it's Portland going into the break with a 10-point lead. Earlier tonight, we spoke with Paul George about how they've integrated.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well balanced. This team lives it.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter to play. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Luke Kennard out there with Jackson. Then it's Ibaka. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's man in at the 3 spot. Pass to Cousins. He feeds it to Ibaka. Back to Cousins. It's deflected, but they recover it. Ibaka dishes to Jackson. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Excellent timing on the offensive glass, and Ibaka takes advantage of the second chance opportunity.
Passes it to Kanter. Back to Powell. The open shot, Anthony, and it's good off the back rim and in. Anthony's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm.
It's Jackson with the drive, and the basket is good.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Here's Powell, and the rejection by Ibaka.
And that's how you do it. Ibaka still able to surprise people very quick off the floor.
Here's Giles. He's on target from 8 feet out. Giles has got the lead up to 10 now for the Trailblazers.
Boy, did he burrow his way in there, and the D just sort of backed off.
Jackson kicks to Kennard. There's the pass to Ibaka. Over Giles. Ibaka, no luck. Trailblazers leading by 10. Powell with it. Pass to Giles. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Here's Cancer. It's stolen by Ibaka. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Kennard finds Jackson. Rager, the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
And there's the basket. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Outside Batum. Here's George. No good that time. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Lillard against Batum. And a wide open look for McCollum. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. McCollum's got 7 points in the game. And Jones over to help. Zubac's the best of man. To the inside. And Batum kicks to Beverly. And the Clippers miss again.
Trying to get his man back for the last three. It helps to not make this personal.
To the paint. Here's Jones. Kicks it out to Lillard. McCollum outside. And the Trailblazers another three.
And you can't give McCollum any space. Always a threat.
And so it's Portland with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After 2 quarters, it's Portland out in front. They are dominating the scoring, leading by...
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. C.J. McCollum has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
On the floor for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Jones in at the three. Now, Nurkic. The dish to Lillard. Pass to Covington, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation. Powell, he's jacked in for the Trailblazers. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot.
Beverly against Nurkic. George looking over the floor. Shoots from 8. And Covington sends it back. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Powell, the pass to Lillard. McCollum outside. To the middle, Batum with the steal. Beverly against Powell. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing, and his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there, kind of a glue guy.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Beverly against Lillard. Feeds it to Powell. It's McCollum on the wing. Back to Powell. Puts it up. McCollum passes to Covington. Over George. And it comes off the front of the rim. Clippers trail by 15. Kicks it to Beverly. It's George on the wing. Passes it to Batum. Lillard comes with the double team. Deep 2 from Beverly. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
Nurkic dishes to Powell. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Now the pass to Lillard. Powell against Beverly. Lillard from outside. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
And you look at Robert Covington, first team all-defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use.
Beverly deciding where to go with it. Out to the wing. George passes to Zubac. Beverly for 3. No good there. Good work defensively by Lillard. And Covington may be not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen that.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player. Can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside. Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. 1:37 left in the third. Here's George. And it's rebounded by Covington. Trailblazers leading by 17. Here's Powell. At the elbow, it's Lillard. Second shot opportunity. Good. He hits the jump shot. Lillard's got 6 points.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Here's George. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Damian Lillard.
In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
For the Clippers, DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Zubac. Baca comes in for Nicholas Batum. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Giles comes in for Robert Covington. Andre Hollis Jefferson, he's checked in for Lillard. And Carmelo Anthony subbed in for McCollum. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. And Jackson gets it to go. Jackson's got his second bucket.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Anthony kicks to Powell. Anthony drives in. Cantor trying to free himself up.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Lobs it up for Ibaka. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
I'll tell you, for a veteran, Ibaka still gets sky high on these alley-oops.
A shot missing. And so it's Portland. Their lead at 15 going into the break. And it's been there. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Ibaka. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then it's Paul George. And it's Mann in at the small forward. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Greg, so many people know your story. Born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people you know has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
And he makes the first.
And, you know, Kanter can dominate on the court, but his real passion may be pro wrestling. He even held a pro title belt for a little while. He's a big, strong fella. I know I wouldn't want to be in the ring with him.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Robert Covington's checked in for Giles. Derek Jones comes in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. McCollum's checked in for Anthony. And Lillard subbed in for Powell.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Lillard against Beverly. Lillard the pass to Jones. Lillard outside. Now the feed to Kanter. Shoots over Zubac. Kanter's shot is off. Clippers trail by 13. Pass to George. Tipped away. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Los Angeles. Portland also making some changes. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Kanter. Anthony comes in for Jones. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Leonard attacking. Here's Cousins. Portland grabs the miss. Covington's got 6 rebounds in the game. McCollum passes to Simons. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 4 assists in the game. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 15-point game. Leonard looking over the floor from outside the arc. And the rebound by Nurkic.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
To the inside. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And here's George for 3. Portland grabs the miss.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Cousins, nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Every organization needs team-first guys like Patrick Beverly. That's a terrific pass.
George against McCollum. Passes it to Simons. McCollum against George. Covington passes to Simons. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got his 4th rebound in this one.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Trailblazers.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for C.J. McCollum.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
And he gets the bucket.
Aggressive move by one of the most talented bigs in the game. DeMarcus Cousins is focused right now.
Nurkic finds Lillard. Inside. Kicks it out to Covington. And the pass to Nurkic. Lillard surveying the D. And he's good on the 3-ball.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road. Tremendous box out. I love how he bodied up, held his ground. Textbook. Old school rebounding.
Powell kicks to Jones. Back to Powell. From deep 3-point range. No good there.
One of the best defenders in the NBA, Paul George, displays strong.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The bustling city of Portland. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Michael Porter's out there with Murray. Then there's Bull. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Gordon in at the 3, the small forward. And for Portland, they've got Norman Powell. Giles is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Nurkic in at the center, filling out the middle. Now here's Murray. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Murray's got the game going here with the first basket for the Nuggets. Here's Nurkic. Some of the best in the game go at it here tonight, Chris. What an incredible guard matchup we have here in this one.
Oh, Kevin, there are some all-time greats playing at the guard spots these days. It will be a fun matchup. You got to play up on Lillard at all times, especially when the pass is coming his way. You got to know he's ready to shoot once he catches it.
Jokic high post. The pass to Bull. Pass to Murray. Lets it go.
And if you're drawing up your starting 5 for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless.
And so Murray nails both of them.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Lillard, the pass to Pop. We play just over a minute here in the first. The shot by Lillard, wide open. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And Murray, we know, can be streaky, Greg. Still mid-30% for his career from three-point range.
Of course, the degree of difficulty pretty high on a lot of his shots. Off the bounce with the hand in his face. And he's more than a shooter, a versatile scorer who can get it done in a variety of ways. And I like the decision-making. He's taking what the defense is willing to give him.
Oh, yeah, and that's just a good read on his part. And as usual, his mid-range jumper is on point.
Jokic, no good.
That works just like they drew it up until the part where he short arms the play.
Jokic with the steal. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. And the dunk by Bull.
Hard to fathom, but he is really fluid in terms of getting up and down the floor. Bull making himself a capable threat all over the floor.
Now, here's Lillard. Pass to Giles. Just 5 on the clock. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
That's how to make things look easy for a teammate. I mean, you make passes like that one from Lillard, crazy.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Outside Gordon. Murray right side. Here's Jokic. Whoops, they pick off the pass. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. And pushing it up, here's Denver. Jokic is running. Murray, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And here is Powell. Three-pointer. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Nurkic with the steal. Porter with the steal. Here's Murray. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Lillard surveying the D. Powell finds Nurkic. Here's Lillard. That shot misses. Murray with the defensive effort.
He just can't find the touch this quarter. He's got to keep grinding, though, and looking for the best shot possible.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Harry Giles. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Portland again missing. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. The Nuggets leading by 4. Barton outside. Back to Morris. Kicks to McGee. Shot clock at 6. Millsap trying to get open.
Nice contest by Canton at time. It's a portion of his game he's improved on. Effort on D.
Powell, that's good.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from D.
Nuggets have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Morris against Powell. On the wing, Morris. Millsap, and it's slammed in by Millsap.
Check out the footwork from Millsap. Rolls off the pick smooth and gets to his spot.
Pass to McCollum. Got it up. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. What a performance by Jamal Murray. He has been the star. When Damian Lillard's in the flow, there is no stopping him.
I think in the past, anytime I got...
Greg, this is why they say there's no substitute for experience.
And I agree. And, you know, sometimes guys need to learn to be more selfish at times. You also learn, if it ain't broke, keep going with it. Ride the hot hand.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Denver, we've got Monte Morris. JaVale McGee is out there with Paul Millsap. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Dozier in at the 3.
Oh, this is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Cantor. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
Morris looking over the floor, and it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul. Morris outside. Now the pass to Dozier. 4 on the clock. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And it's McGee with the jam.
You You see why McGee's teammates lob it up his way? Because they know he can go up and get it.
Trailblazers trail by 3. McCollum with the ball. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. The shot goes down and he gets this game back to even.
Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
Morris kicks to Millsap. Pass to Dozier. Back to Millsap. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Barton right side. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Well, there are a few players in the league that can match McGee's athleticism. I mean, his whole career, he's been a class above with his speed and leap. He'll make the most of it on both ends of the court.
Jones checked in for Powell.
And see, Webb, you mentioned it with JaVale McGee. His vertical is off the charts.
Oh, yeah, he can get to alley-oops, GA, that nobody else can. The length and bounce he has is jaw-dropping. I mean, the same goes for his shot-blocking abilities when he times it up.
Now, here's Cantor. Excellent D that time there from McGee. Pass to Bull. The drive by Gordon. No good that time. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Here's Jones, and that one clearly a foul. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And the Nuggets pushing it up now. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one's on Anthony.
And the athleticism Gordon has poses so many problems for defenders, especially when he's looking to score from there.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Norkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Harry Giles comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Robert Covington's checked in for Derek Jones. And it's Damian Lillard in for Anthony Simon. And that's a foul called on Bol Bol. That's his first foul. We've got 1:48 left in the first half of the game. 5 on the clock, and here's McCollum for 3. And it's Denver with the rebound.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Here's McGee. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. McGee's got the lead up to 7 now for the Nuggets.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Lillard dishes to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Passes it to Giles. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
So he gets them both. Now, here is Morris. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. McGee up top. And there's the pass to Dozier. Out to Morris. There's the 3. With the putback. Great positioning on the putback. McGee's got 8 points.
See, this is why JaVale McGee is out here. When he hustles like this, his coaches and teammates notice.
Lillard, the pass to Norkic. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Dozier. Denver leading by 7. And stolen by Lillard.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, no need to give the ball back here. You want to close this quarter with momentum.
I tell you what, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense like that.
Dozier kicks to Barton. Outside for Millsap. And that would have counted, but his shot would... Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. Jamal Murray had a huge first quarter. He had 10 points and 2 rebounds. And that...
Now they pass it off like it's a rally, yeah. I mean,
and in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. It's been one outstanding game from Jamal Murray.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Giles is out there with Nurkic, and it's Covington in at the small forward. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with. And here is Morris, following the three-pointer by C.J. McCollum. Lillard against Morris. Here's Millsap, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And it's fair to say that Millsap has been very underrated throughout his career. A versatile, tenacious forward who quietly destroys whoever he plays.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Now Lillard from deep. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Dozier. The shot, no good. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. The 3 from McCollum. Buries it from 3-point range. McCollum's got a pair of 3s now here in the third for Portland.
A lethal shooter from downtown. McCollum, he enjoys opportunities to pull the trigger.
McGee dishes to Morris. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire to play like it.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
And that one drops for him.
Yeah, inside, Bol does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Simons surveying the D. Outside, Jones. For the lead. And it's Jokic with the rebound. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. The lead is 2. Porter passes to Jokic. Denver passing it around.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Giles checked in for Portland. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Powell with the steal. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Giles leading the charge. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. The drive by Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
And like the initiative there, Jokic seen an opportunity to get inside and just attack him.
Pass to Cantor. 2:49 left here in the third quarter. Simons, the pass to Giles, and it's in there. Giles has got 6 points.
Now that's just how you draw it up. As easy as a look as they could find.
Denver in the lead. Murray outside. Pass to Jokic. The dish to Gordon. Down low. Jokic inside. He's against Cantor, and it's Jokic missing. For the tie, here's Jones. That's tipped.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
It's deflected. And here we go with Giles running it up the court. There's 47 seconds left to play in the third. Foul for 3. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Simons. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Cantor's shot is off. Nuggets have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. To the inside. Bull lays it up off the glass. Bull's got 4 points in the quarter.
And you see defenses trying to be physical with Bull. That time, contact on the shot had no effect.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Simons. Fires for 3. And Bull pulls it down. And Murray, here we go. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And now a 6-point Nugget lead.
And even at 6'5", Murray just elevates high inside for these buckets. A high percentage shooter down low.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on a platter and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Taking a look at the Nuggets. JaVale McGee is out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Monte Morris. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Dozier in at the 3 spot.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
In perfect timing, with a small lead, they're doing all they can to protect it.
And here is Powell. Inside, here's Nurkic. That misses off the backboard.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
And it's slammed in by Millsap.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
They've been a more cohesive team over this stretch, and that helps account for their lead.
Powell against Barton. Powell, this is to Lillard. Back to Powell. Here's the 3. Here's Nurkic. That one off the back iron and out.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Offensive rebound. The kick out to Barton. Passes to Dozier. Kept alive. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need the basket.
Portland again missing. The Nuggets leading by 10. Changes up. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. Back to Anthony. His first shot coming late. Rebound by the Nuggets. McGee's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Millsap's against Anthony. Millsap passes to McGee and stolen by Lillard. One-on-one fast break to end the cold streak and the dunk by Powell.
Curry encouraging to see Lillard focus on improving his defense, showing solid instincts to come up with that stuff.
Morris against Lillard. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, you can't blame the ref for making that call at all. The defense in general is already at such a disadvantage as it is.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. McCollum's checked in. Three-pointer, Lillard. Here's Nurkic. It's McCollum on the wing, guarded by Porter. Anthony down low. He's against Jokic, and that one's good, Anthony.
Yeah, just superb focus there for Melo, overpowering the D and still finishes.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And Denver has possession. Murray against Lillard. The pass to Jokic. The feed to Bull. And Covington sends it back. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Trailblazers trail by 6. Lillard with it. Lets it go from deep. Drops in the tray.
Lillard, he's an exceptional player. He's a guy you trust to make the right decision in these moments.
Now here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul. And 1:01 left to play here in the fourth. Murray, the pass to Jokic.
Oh, and what hustle on defense from Nurkic. I mean, great at staying in place and ignoring scores.
Shoots over Covington. It's good. Huge.
Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option.
Now Lillard. Yes!
And Lillard is known for being a clutch shooter. He's the guy they go to. He's the guy they believe in.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Good!
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And it's not about running up the score. It's about closing the door on any kind of comeback.
Murray against Lillard. High post, Nurkic. Lillard outside. For Murray. Missed.
Love the determination by Murray on defense. Really doing his best to pester the